how to interpret the Bible that was given. But most importantly, knowing how to read Hebrew was the ultimate hidden agenda. That's why when you read in the Torah from the Hebraic edition or the Talmud, you're going to find majority of us don't know how to read. Shout out to my Hebrew Israelites out there who've delved in, who speak it eloquently, those out there who are very fluent in Hebrew, who are bringing out what these sources, these writings are saying. Take the video out and I'll be back.
I'm never investing without this app again. Disappear from social media and do this instead.
Africa has perhaps hundreds of millions of people with this identity right now of being from the people of Israel. Does that mean they were from the 10 tribes? Likely not. We were taught by the historians and within our own traditions that when the Romans conquered Judea, a few hundred years after that the tribes of Israel went into exile, perhaps millions of Judeans were sold into slavery. Into Africa, into Rome, deep into Africa. And if you look now, you're seeing people who are most likely the descendants of those slaves who kept true. I like to bring up a few specific examples because they're going to be game changers. One of them wrote letters to Israel when it became a state. And they said, we're Israelites out in Africa. You know, everyone laughed at them and they said, African Israelites, these people are just trying to jump on the first world country bandwagon. They're living in a third world country. They got nothing. We're coming to Israel. We got innovation, technology. So they're trying to get on this train because there's such a thing called the right of return. All descendants of the Jewish people from around the world are able to move to Israel. So they said we are also. And everyone kind of laughed at them, like I said. And a few people took it serious and went out there and started studying them, learned about their culture. And a professor from Duke University went out there and did DNA testing on them. And he showed not only do they share Semitic genes from people who were in Yemen and back to the Middle East, these gentlemen, a large percent of them, have the Y chromosome to be Kohanim, to be priests. Now, if anyone who doesn't know, a priest is a specific family clan of the nation of Israel who come from Aaron, the brother of Moses, who was the first priest. And anyone descended from Aaron has the status title priest. And we found that these men in this village in South Africa called Lemba, L-E-M-B-A, carry this genetic marker to let us know that they share the same as from the Sephardic and the Ashkenaz and the population of the people in Israel today. They share the same exact DNA marker. That's mind-blowing. So everyone kind of got humbled a little bit who laughed at them and said, now what? Now what do we do about this? This could have tremendous implications. Another area in Africa you have something big happening is in Nigeria. You have the Igbo people, or Igbo, pronounced either way. There's 40 million of them, also Christians, like I spoke about before, how that could happen to the children of Israel very easily. But also a lot of them are now coming out and converting back or adopting the rules of the Torah without all the paganism that they've been practicing for hundreds of years. There's been books written about it from scholars in Nigeria, from scholars from the Jewish people. And where it gets interesting is, in America, there was a slave trade. And a lot of the slaves, a very high percentage of them, came from Western Nigerian ports. And in America today, you see a very large movement of African Americans who say that they're the real chosen people, that they're the children of Israel, they're the Judeans. You know, so what are they just trying to create an identity for themselves because they were slaves, or is there really something here? And the answer is, most likely there is something there. And most likely, maybe that they were the original Israelites, and maybe that the Jewish people today who are white, Caucasian people came in a little bit later on. We know that some of the greatest sages of the transmission of the Torah were converts from Rome. You have a man named Onkelos who wrote a commentary on the Torah, unprecedented, that we still learn today. He was a convert. some of the largest pillars on the transmission today were Roman converts. So here we are, I'm speaking, we're Caucasian Jewish people, and now you have people in Africa saying that they're the real people of Israel. It can't be ruled out at all. We know they were sold into slavery. We know now that they're fulfilling prophecies by saying,
At the beginning of Tesla, I did want to have this like unfolding solar panel thing that you'd press a button and it would just like unfold these solar panels.
we're coming back. We want to rejoin the nation.
Because I know people are waiting for this information. So I'm going to get this to them. This is right here about the text. So this is when it was composed, okay, during the time of 630 C and 1030 CE. Okay, this is the history this is how old it goes back. And this is what the Jewish people use today. All right, so now we're going to go to Pirkei Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Eliezer is one of their most revered rabbis in the Talmudic literature. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to, contents, chapter 24. Okay. So chapter 24. So again, remember, Sefaria, Pirkei, the Rabbi Eliezer, chapter 24. We're going to go to chapter 24, and it talks about Nimrod and the Tower of Babel. Nimrod and the Tower of Babel. We're going to read it in English first, and then I'm going to read it for y'all in Hebrew. I'm going to enlarge it. Okay, Brother Logic, can you start to read, please? Again, the Rabbi Eliezer, Pirkei, Rabbi Eliezer, paragraph or section 24, Nimrod in the Tower of Babel. Write this down, family. Write it down. Okay, important.
Nimrod in the Tower of Babel. Noah brought his sons and his grandsons, and he blessed them with their several settlements, and he gave them as an inheritance all the earth. He especially blessed Shem and his sons.
He especially blessed Shem. Now this is about who we are. They want to say anti-Shemitic, right? Read, go ahead.
He especially blessed Shem and his sons, making them dark but comely. And he
blessed them, not making them, we're going to read it in Hebrew, to be what?
Dark but comely.
Dark but comely.
And he gave them the habitable earth. He blessed Ham and his sons, making them dark like the raven.
Ham was blacker than Shem, but Shem was black. Ham was darker. Go ahead, let's look at Japheth.
And he gave them as an inheritance the coast of the sea. He blessed Japheth and his sons, making them entirely white.
This is their book, family. Write it down. This is their book. Shem is black, Ham is dark black, and Japheth is white.
That's right.
So says the rabbis that they go by. And these were written for the time of our ancestors in Babylon, y'all. So we're going to show you. First, I want to show y'all the word in Strong, Shakor, 7835. This is why they don't want us knowing Hebrew, y'all. Okay? All right. Okay, so now it's on the screen. Let me see if I can enlarge it. I might not be able to with this. But this is what we're looking at, okay? 87835 on the screen. Shakar, a primitive group through the idea of duskiness or early dawn to be dim or dark in color. But what does it mean here, family? What does it say? To be black. To be black. To be black. Shakor means that you are black. Okay?
Yes.
The letters are Sheen, Kaf, and Resh. Shakor. That's the root. Sheen, Kaf, Resh. Okay, if it's plural, if it means many people are black, it would be Shakorim. Sheen, K, Resh, Yod, Methophi. But commonly, no, it says he made them black and beautiful. Black and beautiful is what it says, not dark and comely. Black and beautiful. All right, so now let's read it in Hebrew, all right? Barak Lashem, and he blessed Shem, Ulbanayawa, and his sons, Shekorim, to be black, of this word here. So he made Shem and his sons black with Naim. Naim means pleasant, comely, beautiful. Let's show them Naim. We have on the word on the screen here, Hebrew word 5,000, Nahweh. Nahweh means to be suitable or beautiful, to be comely or seemly. Okay, that means to be beautiful, attractive, fair to look upon. Naim, all right, means to be beautiful. All right, so Shekorim with Naim, black and beautiful. So this is what we're reading. Again, we're reading from the Talmud. All right, we are in, let me show you the chapter 24, right, of Rabbi D. Eliezer, chapter 24, okay? Nimrod in the Tower of Babel. This is how you spell Ham in Hebrew, Chet Mem. And to Ham, Ubaniah, and to his children, Shekorim Keorev. He is black like a raven. So the Hamites were jet black. Shem is black. Ham is jet black. Okay? With Han-Hilam, and they shall inherit Kuf, Hayam, the edge of the sea. Barak le-Yafet. This is how we say Japheth in Hebrew, Yafet. So the blessing for Japheth, Ubaniah, and to his children, Kulam Livani. So they would be white. This is how you say white in Hebrew. I'm going to show y'all. Lavan. This is the root, okay? Lamed Beit Nun, to be white. Okay? Lavan, to be white. Okay, Lavan is white, so Livane, okay? Well, Yahweh, okay? So let's read that. He blessed Japheth and his sons, making them entirely white. And he gave them for an inheritance the deserts and the fields. These are the inheritances with which he endowed them. Let me show you again the site. We are on Sefaria. This is where Living Library of Torah. Sefaria is home to 3,000 years of Jewish texts. We are a nonprofit organization offering free access to text translations and commentaries so that everyone, that means us too, right? So that everyone can participate in the ongoing process of studying, interpreting, and creating Torah. Darak Ellis, thank you. We appreciate the support. Y'all bless you, family.